It's a sad day, people. 31st of August. Tomorrow's the 1st of September, which means it's back to school. So yeah, my 6 weeks of summer holiday is up. I've got to go into work tomorrow for the first time since the 21st of July. So yeah, it's only an inset day tomorrow, so hopefully we'll have most of the day to sort our classrooms out and get things ready for when the children start on Monday. So I don't actually mind too much going back to work after 6 weeks. You just get out of routine a little bit and it kind of takes you a bit of time to get back into routine again. So yeah, it'll be alright. I really like everybody I work with, so it'll be nice to catch up with everybody. I haven't seen most of my friends at work. I've seen one, I think, in the holidays. But yeah, everyone goes on holidays at different times, and yeah, so generally don't meet up in the summer holidays, but other times we do, like half terms and stuff, go out for lunches or something. Yeah, so that's that over. 7 more weeks till October half term. Not that I'm counting. But yeah, so I've had a good summer holidays. I went to Madeira at the beginning. Then I had my birthday. Went to see School of Rock at the West End. I went on the London Eye, went on a London River cruise. That was one of my presents that my husband bought me. Done quite a lot of DIY and stuff to the house. And yesterday I went on a day trip to Berlin. A day trip, I hear you ask. Are you crazy going there for a day? Yes. Well, someone I used to work with at Sainsbury's years ago, this was my part-time job before I started as a teacher. Someone I used to work with used to do these European city day trips all the time. And the way it works is you just basically got to trawl either the Ryanair or the EasyJet website and look for flights to a place that are early enough in the day and then late enough at night to make the trip worthwhile. The place you're going, I wouldn't suggest should be more than maybe 2 to 2.5 hours away, and that the airport, I guess, is fairly easy to get to the city centre from where the airport is. So I've done it before years ago. I think about 9 years ago I went to Venice for a day, and then yeah, did it again yesterday with my friend, and we went to Berlin. So the flight was at 6:30 in the morning, so I actually got up at home at about 2:45 in the morning. My friend came and picked me up at about 3:30. Got to Stansted Airport, which is about a 35-minute drive for us. Got to Stansted Airport at about 4:20, so yeah, 40 minutes. Already checked in and stuff, didn't have any bags obviously, apart from a little day bag. Checked in, got on the plane, we're off at 6:30. I thought the flight was going to take 2 hours, but it actually only took about an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and a half. And then I'd already worked out that the airport was 18 kilometres, which is about 10-11 miles I think, away from the city centre, and the train system was really easy. So got on a train which took about 25 minutes. So we were probably in Berlin city centre, adding on the hour time difference, probably by about 11:15, so 10:15 I guess. We had a queue a bit in Berlin airport to do passport control. So yeah, then 11:15. So I'd already planned out. I'd looked on, you know, the best things to do in Berlin. So we followed a little map that I'd made, visiting all these places. We had time to sit down and have a good half an hour, 45-minute lunch. Stopped later in the day, had an ice cream, and then we probably left Berlin city centre about. We went back to the train station at about 7:10. Got on a train at about 7:35 because we had to be at the airport for about 8:25 because our flight was at 10:25. So got to the airport at about 8:10. Flight was delayed till 11, but then wasn't delayed. They undid it. I don't know what they did. And then yeah, we was on. I think we flew home. It sort of left at about 10 to 11 in the end. And then got home and I was in bed by about 10 to 1 this morning. So I was probably up for about 22 hours. It is pretty mad, but it's worth it. I saw loads, got loads of good pictures. I've never been to Germany before, somewhere I've always wanted to go. I've been to quite a few European countries, but Germany was not one. I was supposed to go when I was in year 8 at school, but it got cancelled because not enough people wanted to go. So yeah, what was I going to say? I was going to say something else. I don't think I'll do it again for a while. You know, it takes quite a lot out of you and you need a bit of time to recover. But yeah. Oh yeah, and I forgot to say the whole thing. Not we had to pay for parking at Stansted, but the Ryanair flights in total cost me £53. So yeah, it's pretty good value, I would say. So yeah, in case you're interested about how that worked, that's how we did it. Yeah, so that's that. Yeah, so some other bits I just wanted to show you really quickly. So I mentioned earlier that we have done some DIY in the house, and I'm just going to move you about a bit and show you my new additions to the ceiling. Oh look, there you go, you can see them. Ooh. So I now have spotlights in the ceiling, and I did post a picture of them on Instagram, I think. But I have now, oh sorry, got text. I have now got one above where I sit for stitching. So, if you have a look over there, see my little chair in the corner, and there is the spotlight shining right above me. So, you can still see all the tools and stuff out down there. But yeah, so it is excellent. So no extra lighting is needed. Previously, all we had in this room was 2 uplighters on this wall here, which have been taken off, and that was it. So over in that corner was nothing apart from my lamp that I had plugged in the corner. So now that lamp is in the conservatory, and that spotlight is perfect. So yeah. Okay, so anyway, on to stitching stuff. First of all, I want to say, and I've already said it to her not in person, but through Instagram. Yeah, I've already said thank you. I can't remember what I've just said. I've already said thank you to her on Instagram, to Amanda Panda Stitching, who sent me a message saying, I remember that you use Anchor threads. I've got some. Do you want them? And I said, oh yes, please, thank you. I did not expect this much. So I've still got lots of it in the bag, but kind of just to show you. This bag is full, and this is a big carrier bag. So she said she used to use some sort of type of organising system that I've never heard of before, but basically they're all on cards like this, and she's got the number there, and I would say it's not, I did calculate how many it was. I think it's like 200 and something colours. in total. Sorry, I thought I just heard something. Oh, I think it's next door. And there's 400 something in the anchor set, so oh, she's given me loads. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I've worked out I needed, I think, 30 odd colours for a new start, the Canada piece by Emma Congdon or Stitch Rovia, and I've found all the colours from all of these cards that Amanda has given me except for 4. So 4 out of, I think it was 37 is pretty good going. So you've saved me loads of money and I really, really appreciate it, so thank you. She also had in there this like shade chart thing, which is awesome. So I've seen people with DMC ones of these, but never an anchor one. So that is pretty good. Bit of extra thread there. For, you know, this is pretty good for if I wanted to change colour slightly to see what goes with what. This will be really, really handy. It's also got a list of all the numbers of threads at the back, although I don't know what that means. So you've got like 1, 2, 6, 8, 9, and then you've got 11, 11, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Oh, I know what it means. It means what column they're in here, I think. Yeah, it means what number column they're in here. Oh, that was a quick problem solved, wasn't it? Okay, and so not only threads, not only the thread chart, she also sent me some needle minders that she made. Yet to be used, but I've got them on my little needle minder board. So we've got a little Hello Kitty one, which is really cute, and like a Christmas button. So yeah, so thank you very much. I have sent you something, if you're watching. I have sent you something back in the post. So please let me know if you get it. Or, well, hopefully when you get it, but yeah, let me know. Okay, so I will show you the only thing I have worked on since my last video 2 weeks ago. And it is this. Oh, just made a mess. So it is this. So Good Intentions by Kathy Barrick. Sorry, there's all my threads in there as well. I can't remember who I saw this from originally. I think it might have been McKenna. Maybe. But I really liked it. I liked the rustic nature of it. I liked the quote. Ooh, and you might remember in a previous video I talked about changing the colours. Now they might not seem that different, but I think they're just a little bit bolder, just a little bit more vibrant, and I'll do a comparison in a minute. So, oh, needle minders sticking together. Hold on peeps, won't be a minute. Right, here we go. Okay, so this is as far as I have got. So I'm quite pleased with my progress on this. I think since last time I showed it to you, I've done all the writing. I've finished off this bunting at the top. I've done all of these cotton reels. I've done these little flowery things. And I've done another pair of scissors. And I've started the bunting at the bottom. So for the writing, I have used a thread called it's by Weeks Dye Works, called Bethlehem, and it's a mixture of, keep hearing weird noises. Right, I think it's my bathroom door upstairs banging. 1 second. It's freaking me out. Let me go and shut it. Right, I'm back. Yeah, so this is a mixture of purples, pinks, greens and greys, and I really like it. I think it's actually like chucking it down with rain as well. It's been quite a nice day today. Yeah, so, and the rest of this is either stitched in Anchor or DMC. I had some random DMCs, even though I generally have Anchor. Just based on what I had in my stash. So if I show you the pattern, if I can hold both, take it out of the packet. So they're still kind of the same colours. So if you look at the cotton reels maybe in particular. Okay, so you've got the red, blue and the yellow, like mustard colour. And you've still got that on this, but I just feel like the colours that I've picked are a little bit more vibrant and bring it to life a little bit more and still keep it in that rustic theme. So the writing originally on here was the navy blue, the same sort of navy as this and some of the bunting, but I decided to change it. And I think, you know, I think the variegated thread of the writing works quite well with the rest of the colours, so I'm quite pleased with that. So what I'm doing is I'm just working my way along the bunting at the bottom. I've had the Q-snap kind of over this section, and I've just been doing everything over here, and then I'll work it over to the middle. I think once I've done the bunting kind of up to the lady's feet, I'm then going to do all the bits I've missed out for her. So I need to do her eyes, I need to fill in those gaps on her dress, I think it's with white, and in her hoop on the design it has the letter A. Yeah, like the fabric she's stitching on's got a letter A, so I'm going to change that to an I for my name. And yeah, and then I'm just going to work my way along. So I made her hair a bit lighter, so it's a bit like that. Yeah, then work my way along, do the other side. So hopefully, I'm hoping I'll finish this maybe in... now I'm back to work. I think, you know, it might be another 3 or 4 weeks, I guess. But I think I'll get it done. So I'm kind of just working on what I feel like working on at the moment. You know, as I'm still enjoying this, I'll just keep going on it, and then if I get bored, I'll put it down and do something else. Yeah, so the fabric is like a pale green colour. I think it was a fabric of the month from Sparkly's. Yeah, I think it was. Or did I cull it? No, I'm pretty sure it's a fabric of the month from Sparkly's. And this needle minder was from Lister Stitches. And this little one was also from Lister Stitches as well. So, yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. I'm thinking I'll probably frame it in... Might try and find a navy blue frame for this, perhaps. But we shall see. Okay, so... Oh, I forgot to say that the scissors are being done in a week's dye work called Pewter. Yeah. Okay, do like a bit of week's dye works. Okay, so that is all I have stitched on. I do need to get back to doing the new baby sampler that I got quite far on, but I haven't done any since the last video, just because my friend's baby's due in November. I think the weather must have really gone a bit crazy, because now my skybox has lost signal. What's going on, people? Yeah, so what was I saying? I get very easily distracted doing these videos. Oh yeah, I need to get back to the baby sampler, because my friend had her, it's due in November. When she had her first child, that was also due in November, but came a month early in October. I don't think I'll finish, if I'm carrying on stitching on this, I don't think I'll finish it if it came a month early. But I'll do a bit of that and then I get a little bit bored of it. And I don't really want to be bored of what I'm stitching, so I might just have to do little bits of that at a time and then put it to one side. There's still a fair bit. I'm over halfway, there's still a fair bit to do though. Okay, so, oh yes, one last thing before I finish. In my last video I showed you the magazine that I had bought and I was giving away to whoever wanted it. I think I had only three comments on my last video of who wanted it. I drew a random winner on the YouTube random comment picker, and I did reply to the person's message. I think her name was Andrea. So I've replied to the message, replied to your comment, just asking, telling you that you've won and how you would like me to contact you with regards to getting your address. But she hasn't yet replied to that, so I'll give it a little while, and if I don't hear from her, maybe in the next couple of weeks, I'll do the random YouTube comment picker again and see who wins it then. Okay, so thank you for listening to my ramble. Hopefully I'll be back in another 2 or 3 weeks to do another update, and yeah, leave me any comments, check out my Instagram, and yeah, I'll carry on watching all your floss tubes and commenting and liking all your posts on Instagram. So take care, happy stitching, and I'll see you soon.